HALALYAM la YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM QADASH. Double honors unto my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and teach well, orderly and fervently to the Spirit. To the Akim, my fellow laborers risking their lives and preparing to push this word out in truth and sincerity. To the Akim, YAHAWAH, listening and learning, being doers of the word and abiding in the faith. And to the speckled birds scattered abroad that look like the other nations but are truly Yasharallah through the Spirit. Shalom wa barakatan. This is your brother Ariel from the GMS Orlando camp, and I just wanted to make a quick lesson on something I was meditating on real quick. I don't really got no scriptures for it, but I guess it's a little bit of a spiritual rant. Just going into a couple of different things that have to do with the same thing, I guess. Pretty much like the same topic, but different aspects. Going into rude speech, going into toughness. Brothers being rough around the edges. Brothers being austere, things like that. If you see what I'm saying, this is coming by inspiration of a conversation I had with my mother, actually, and we was talking, and it was kind of funny because I was like, damn, you kind of starting to sound like me, like certain things that she was saying. It was kind of sounding like, okay, it's like you would hear it and you're like, okay, she definitely watches the videos or something like that, but it's like, when I think about it, low key, her spirit's always kind of been that way. It was just never explicitly described or explicitly stated. You know what I mean? So when I think about that, the way she is, just kind of very blunt, very straightforward. She don't spare nobody feelings for the most part. And she's not afraid to say the truth. Like, she's just gonna tell you straight up, like, you have a booger in your nose. You need to clean it. Take care of yourself. Be more mindful of your presentation. That kind of thing. Like, she's not afraid to just speak her mind. Now we know, it's not always wise, it's not always in righteousness, but that same spirit of, rough around the edges, austerity, bluntness, straightforwardness, that's the spirit really that the Lord is building us up to be, and not even just brothers. I would say the few sincere Akwath as well, because you Akwath that are watching brothers' lessons, I mean, you see what brothers bring out. You see the things and you listen to what brothers say. And those of you that sincerely and truthfully believe, that couldn't be any, especially for a woman, that couldn't be anything but the Spirit of the Lord. Because we know that there are sincere believers among the women. We know it's not going to be on the same level. We know that the woman is a weaker vessel. We know these things, but we know that there are sincere and true believers among the sisters. So I believe in all of us, of the hopeful elect, Lord's will, we are a part of that number. The Lord is building a spirit of austerity within us, to the point where sometimes it's like, don't nobody give a fuck about your feelings, man. Sometimes it's like, man, who gives a damn? It's not a big deal. Keep it pushing kind of attitude. That's the way that we have to be, especially in these last days. Okay? Especially with the things that we're about to see, the things that we're about to go through. And I was I was on the phone and I was just thinking about, especially because it's my mother, I was like, instantly I went back to 2nd Maccabees 7, right? With the 7 brethren and their mother, right? Where they were tormented to death, right? I'll just read a little bit of that real quick, just to read something. Because the scriptures even said it, right? Verse 20, 2nd Maccabees chapter 7, verse 20, but the mother was marvelous above all and worthy of honorable memory. For when she saw her 7 sons slain within the space of 1 day, she bare it with a good courage because of the hope that she had in the Lord. Right? Yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language, right? Our Hebrew, Lashon Kodash, ancient Hebrew, filled with courageous spirits. See, it's the Lord that filled her up with that spirit, with that manful, bold, righteous spirit, right? And stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach. She said unto them, I cannot tell you how you came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life, neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you, but doubtless the Creator of the world, who formed the generation of man, and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as you now regard not your own selves for his law's sake. Right? And I think about this part, stirring up her womanish thoughts, but with a manly stomach. Because as a woman, of course, you're going to have the angle of operating with your emotions. You're going to, come with, sensitivity. You're going to come with words that are more so appealing to one's emotions and things like that. So those would be womanish thoughts, but with a manly stomach, meaning with boldness, with strength, with guts, with power, okay, with just strength. Because to see that happen, right, to see your sons, all 7 of your sons, man, be tortured and put to death in 1 day, man, even one of them, to see that happen to even one of your sons, that had to be gut-wrenching, heart-wrenching, especially for a mother. But she was so strong. That's why the scriptures made note of her, So I think about our people, Israel. We are not no weak-ass people. We are men of war. And even the women were strong too. Yes, with their femininity. Yes, they would not peradventure to have the soles of their feet touch the ground. They were very tender, delicate, beautiful, elegant, what's the word? Like, they're all fancy and stuff. Yeah, that's the glory that our women was in. But they were strong too. They weren't no weak-ass, sensitive women, man. Okay? There's different accounts of women that performed honorable feats. Very, particular things that YAHAWASHI put the spotlight on in the scriptures. That happened a couple times with different women. Deborah, Judith. Different women had different spotlights. Okay? So, I not to ramble too much, I don't want to lose my train of thought, but I say all that to say pretty much like, we as strong ass people, man. Okay, we come from strength, we come from holiness, from regality, okay? We come from honor, we come from power. Alright, we are YAHAWASHI's people. We are not no bitch made sensitive ass, multicolored hair, you know, LGBTQ safe space ass niggas, man. We are not no weaklings. We are not no sensitive, let's talk about our feelings all the time ass people. Hell no. That's important, right? We don't ignore that aspect completely. But at the end of the day, we are a regal, austere people, and we understand how things work. We understand, you know, in order to get shit done, you have to be tough. You got to put off the weak nature, as the scriptures say. You got to be strong, and you got to get shit done. You know, and that's who we are, man. And that's who YAHAWASHI is raising up. The Lord's will we're part of the elect to be those Akim wa Akwath that are strong, that are going to be able to see all the death and destruction around us during Jacob's trouble and still cling to faith, still cling to hope and life, still trust in righteousness, still trust in the word of YAHAWASHI. That's going to be us, man. In the face of famine, in the face of plagues and pestilences, death, in the face of troops with guns drawn, pointed at you, in the face of a guillotine waiting for your head, right? We are trusting in YAHAWASHI and hoping in His word, knowing that He's going to deliver us one way or another. You know? That's our people. That's who we are, man. That's Israel. That's Yasharallah. A strong, powerful, austere, war-ready people through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. So I was just, talking to my mom, and I was like, man, you sounded like you watching lessons. You sounded kind of like me with some of the things you're saying, and it was nice, man. It was nice to have some sort of unity, in that moment and in general, just to understand certain things, understanding the times that we're in is beautiful. And it gave me a glimpse of this is our people, man. We've known our fair share of conquest, our fair share of wars, man, our fair share of trekking about the wilderness. Like, we them people, man, we have experience, we have strength. That's who we are, man. We not no weak ass people that hide behind the keyboard and just stay home doing nothing, like Moab and Ammon and whoever else, Elam, dealing with cows and all this stupid shit. No, we are people that we go-getters. Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents, but when it came down to business, he didn't play around, man. He wrestled with an angel, had that leg injury, and still, did his shit, still went at it, So these are the steps that we're taking. These are this is the spirit that the Lord is putting us in. More and more each day, we're getting stronger, bolder in the faith, trusting in YAHAWASHI more and more, So I was just meditating on that real quick, and I was like, damn, I just thought about that, so I don't want to make this too long. So I pray the lesson was edifying, exhorting and uplifting through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. YAHAWASHI Kaya QADASH bestowed upon me to bring out this lesson and push forth this word. Keep pushing, keep praying, keep fasting, keep enduring, keep striving for the truth unto death, and YAHAWASHI shall fight for thee, and keep abiding in the faith. Abad Babal, Kwam Yasharallah, stay strong, we're almost home. Shalom, Barakim, Mahabakharia, meaning peace and blessings to the elect. YAHAWASHI Ratazawa may be a part of that number. And blessings, honor, glory, and power be unto YAHAWASHI, Zamyad, Wa, Lai, Walamyam, always and forever. And now that I just remembered, I have to mention it because the Passover is coming up this weekend. And it reminded me of the Passover mindset Brothers make videos on it, every year up until this point. Lord's will, this is the last, or one of the last Passovers we have to keep in captivity. But that Passover mindset of purging out the leaven out of your minds, right? When we held that first Passover during the first Exodus, right before the first Exodus, we was ready to go right after we did it. The death angels passed over us, really, going into it, it was YAHAWASHI, like the almighty word leapt down from heaven and smote the Egyptians' firstborns, right? YAHAWASHI passed over us, hit all our enemies, and we staff in hand, fully decked out, geared up, shoes on our feet, and we got the hell up out of there. We was ready to go. That's the Passover mindset. You got to be ready to do this shit, ready to go. As soon as YAHAWASHI give the word, we ready to go. That's our people. That's who we are, man. Fuck that weak shit. Straight like that. That's who we are. We not no bitch ass, weak ass people, man. We ready on that shit. We ready. As soon as YAHAWASHI give the word, we ready. That's Yasharallah. YAHAWADAH, we're part of the elect. That's Yasharallah. Alright, call HALALYAM YAHAWASHI. Shalom. Shalom.